Hey Satnam, how you doing? It's Mark Keane here from the Sleeping Serpent, and that's rather apt today because I do want to talk about the Sleeping Serpent and what that means to me, and clear away all the misconceptions there are about what is commonly known as the Kundalini or the Kundalini Shakti. Now, of course, this has been likened to a serpent, which is serpentine, which means, of course, a type of snake energy. And because of this, I think many people have become rather misconceived about what this energy is. Something snaking its way up the spine might seem a little odd, a little bit strange, even a little bit intimidating. And I want to sit here today after over a decade of working with this energy and just to reassure you that it is completely not alien. It is the complete opposite of strange and alien. It is the most natural, intimate part of ourselves that weaves its way up through the central pathway that it takes within the spinal cord, what is commonly known by the yogis as the Sushumna cord, the psychic spiritual channel, and it weaves its way Ida and Pingala, which means sun and moon, masculine and feminine, weaves its way, spirals its way, waves its way, very much like a snake moves. But it's not a snake. It's not a snake. It's not an actual sort of strange psychic snake living in you. No. It's just, if you observe nature, you will see that the life force energy that flows through all of nature does indeed wave its way through the land, undulating the hills and spiraling its way into, you see those basic form of life was that spiral energy, the ammonite. And we see it from that microcosmic tiny little creature or the snail, right up to the spiraling of our very own galaxy. The Milky Way still takes that rather serpentine spiral. So let's clear that right away. The divine force flows through everything in that way, and it's not to be something to be scared of. It's the most natural part of ourselves. It is life itself. So it is to be fully embraced. We must open up our heart and open up our arms and fully embrace this energy if we are to be at one with ourselves. To resist the flow of the force of life, to resist what is commonly known as the Kundalini Shakti, will lead to the problems. If the mind resists, then this creates blockages in the energy, and this causes kinks in our energy, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. This is where problems can arise. But as long as we are keeping our relaxed body, an open heart, and an open mind, this is where we control whether we allow the floodgates to open, then everything will always be fine. Fear is only possible when we resist the flow of life. When we resist upon the flow of life, this builds our ego construct, and this is where the problems arise. So let's just, whenever we awaken this energy, relax, embrace it, keep an open mind, a lightness of mind, and that then we can assure ourselves that everything is fine. This Kundalini energy, it is the sexual force. But think about creation, everything is sexual. That's why we have this word procreation that refers to the act of going forth and making love and creating new life. But when we're always in flux and we're always creating new life, new things, new experiences, going to new places, everything that we do, we are always in creation. And the creative force, other known as the sexual force, the Kundalini, is flowing through us, weaving through us, and through that force we are creating life and interacting with the world around us, the life around us. Everything internally and externally is interconnected and weaved through Kundalini of sorts, really. And when we know intimately this energy as the creative force that creates us, we can channel that energy into creating whatever we want to create, whether it be a poem or a song or a sculpture or a whole business. Now, when we really get to know this energy, then really there's no limit to what we can and will achieve. When we learn to channel it through the spine, we do the Kundalini Yoga, we do the alchemy to bring the mind into full embrace of our potential, then it's limitless, because it's drawing in from the limitless pool of existence, which is the divine ground of being, which is otherwise known as God. And this goddess energy in relation to God, it's not male or female, let's clarify that. This interplay, as it weaves and unfolds, it can manifest into our wildest dreams. Whatever you can imagine, whatever the mind can imagine through the mind's eye, can and will manifest through the power of the creative force that flows through us. If we want to manifest our dreams, we want to get more of this Kundalini energy, more of this life force, more of this creative force to flow into our work and into our thoughts and into our intentions and into our imagination and into our every action and deed and into our interactions and our strong intention. And that is literally what will power our life into the perfect life and bring us into divine flow and synchronicity, and we'll just find ourselves arriving at the right time, meeting the right people, and just effortlessly and gracefully landing right slap bang in that perfect world that we've always dreamed about. So don't underestimate how wonderful and how easy this process can be of the unfolding of the Kundalini. So it's the creative force, it's the sexual force, and it's the natural life force. So hopefully that helps to bring a bit of clarity. Thank you. So that's really what I wanted to say today about the Kundalini energy. And I hope that was useful. Thank you very much for listening. Sat Nam.